This is the first time we have the coalition of the willing in the format of defense ministers. I think it's important that we have the different formats to really show the support and what more can we do. I mean, on the European Union side, we are the biggest provider of training. We have the training mission where we have already trained over 73,000 Ukrainian soldiers. We also have the civilian mission. The mission could also do more. And then we are also the biggest supporter of Ukrainian defense industry. Of course, as whole, Europe is the biggest provider also of military aid. And we are constantly pushing what more can we do, because we see the situation is such that Ukraine it has been now 4 weeks ago when they were very clear that they agreed to the unconditional ceasefire, and Russia still hasn't agreed to the ceasefire. So it's clear that Ukraine wants peace, but Russia so far doesn't. So we need to do more on our side.
It's the first meeting here at NATO HQ of the Coalition of the Willing. Does it mean that the NATO structures will also move closer to the Coalition of the Willing, and that the reassurance force could potentially use NATO control systems, NATO intelligence systems as well?
Well, NATO has been involved in the discussions that we have in the Coalition of the Willing, and it is a spot where we have these discussions. So I think everybody's thinking in terms of what more can we do in terms of the things that Ukraine really needs. That also is intelligence, that also is access to satellites, that also is different capabilities.
Could the European Union contribute to a reassurance force or to some other elements that would be useful in terms of this planning? Could the training mission, for example, take place partly inside Ukraine?
This is one of the topics that we are going to discuss today. I mean, bringing forward what more can the EU missions do? I mean, should we expand the mandate? Should we include different things? Should we also discuss where this training is conducted? So far, we have managed to keep the mandate and really update the mission with the Ukrainian needs. So they are constantly saying, this works, this doesn't work, let's change this. So we are able to do that, and of course also discuss. But when it comes to any reassurance force, then also we need to know what is it really about. Is it deterrence? Is it monitoring? Is it peacekeeping? Also, what is our goal? And that is very much related to whether we have peace or not. And so far we don't have peace, what to keep.
A number of defense ministers have said that the US needs to support any long-term security. Given that we're not even going to see the US Defense Secretary turn up to the Ukraine contact group tomorrow, which they once chaired, are you optimistic that the US will provide some kind of backstop if there was a ceasefire, or do you think you've essentially written them off?
Well, we are constantly working with this. It is also in the interest of the United States that there is stability and peace in Europe, because it is what is happening in Ukraine and how this war ends also has an impact on other security theaters like Asia Pacific, for example. So it's also in the interest of the United States.
The French proposal of the reassurance force mentions a number of troops between 10,000 and 25,000 soldiers. How many countries would need to provide to actually achieve that number?
Well, of course, it's up to the member states to provide concrete numbers, and we have the discussions, and you know these discussions as well. Some member states are willing to participate, some are not, and these discussions are still ongoing. But I'm coming back to the point where, the question is, first, if there is peace, then what kind of troops or what kind of reassurance we really need.
So potentially it could also be just a monitoring mission then?
Potentially it could be. The discussion is whether it's monitoring mission, it's a deterrence mission, it's a peacekeeping mission, it's a strengthening mission or defense mission. There are different options. So and of course different countries have different sensitivities also regarding this.
But will it be possible at all to put a mission like that together without the needed backstop provided by the US?
We are not in that position yet. I mean, of course, we have to map what we all can do. So this is the position where we are, and of course, like I said, trying to also keep the United States on board.